What's up, everybody? We are live in the booth, and we're back with another video talking about the planets. Okay, so the planet that we're going to talk about today is Jupiter. So, Jupiter is a benevolent planet, meaning that it is a planet that wants to give you gifts, it wants to give you love, it wants to give you blessings, it wants to give you wisdom, spiritual wisdom, good luck, great fortune. It is the planet of a greater, it's called the greater fortune planet, and then Venus is called the lesser fortune planet. Not to say that Venus is any less, but just to say that it's more on a smaller scale of fortune. Jupiter is like your millionaire billionaire planet. It's like your, you own properties here, here, and here planet. You are expansive. And then it also is not only about materialistic things, because it's really not about materialistic things at all. It's more so about like spiritual gifts and spiritual wisdom, and just like wisdom on this plane, period. Jupiter was the supreme god of the gods. So if you had all the gods lined up, Jupiter is like the supreme god. Jupiter is Jupiter is here to give us wisdom from the things that we go through in life. So Jupiter is like what I would like to call the silver lining, in any situation that we go through or anything that happens with us. Jupiter is asking you to be optimistic about it. Jupiter is asking you to just know that everything is working out for your good. Everything is always going to work out for your good. So where Jupiter is in your chart, this is a place where you are super expansive and you have the potential to be able to expand in this department, to be able to expand in whatever house that it's in. That's where the expansion is going to take place in your life. What sign is in is like how that expansion is going to come through, and that's for any planet. It's telling you the where and the how, basically. So the where, when we're talking about Jupiter, is what house it's in your chart, and then the how is the sign that it's in. So like I said, Jupiter is here for you to kind of be on that kind of like higher spiritual abundant type of energy. Like, it's not just about money, it's about a whole lifestyle. Like, it's about a whole abundance lifestyle that you never need for anything. You have everything you need, you have everything you want. Your life is super abundant. You have amazing people around you. You're eating great food. You are always in a nice ambiance. Like, this is the Jupiter frequency. Like, this is the Jupiter energy. Colors, yellow, orange, colors that are poppy, colors that you will spot out of a crowd, are like colors that are associated with Jupiter. Also, like I said, like Jupiter and Saturn are kind of like one's over here, one's over here, and so they are kind of opposites. And especially for people who have like Jupiter in opposition to Saturn, like you may be the type of person that's kind of like back and forth between optimism and pessimistic. And usually what I've seen in these cases is that you just develop a good balance of the two. You're not overly optimistic, because Jupiter can also lead to like being overweight, doing like gluttony, like doing things that are too much. Like, it could be greed, you know what I'm saying? Because you know how like you get a good thing and then you just want to keep getting it, keep doing it, and then you become like overindulgent. So Jupiter also, can be like people who spend, like people who you get the money, but you may spend it frivolously. Like, you may just, like blow money like on anything, because you do have that Jupiter thing that you're like, well, blow a check and get it right back. Hey, blow a check and get it right. I have a lot of Jupiter. I have Jupiter like placements that kind of, know, coincide with that type of philosophy. But however, I have too much Capricorn to just like throw it all out the door. But Jupiter doesn't necessarily want you to throw it all out the door. Jupiter just wants you to know that you're worthy of it. Jupiter just wants you to know that it's coming to you. Jupiter just wants you to know that you have everything that you need and you have everything that you want, and it's right here at your fingertips. You just need to gain the wisdom to be able to hold it and hold space for your supreme godlike. Also, Jupiter is like your higher self in a sense, you know, because also Jupiter rules Sagittarius. And so Jupiter is like that higher truth, that higher self, that higher knowledge. And it wants you to find that. It wants you to have that inner peace from wisdom. You know, and wisdom can only be had, of course, through experiences, which is, again, why it's tied to the sign of Sagittarius, because it's all about experiences. It's all about going through different experiences, traveling to different lands, going around different people that you probably would have never been around before, and you're gaining wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gaining wisdom from all of this. So you're not just doing these things just so you can be clever and conniving and, you know, like, have that, like, small knowledge of, like, little things. Like, you want the big knowledge. Like, Jupiter is about the bigger picture. And I think that, you know, Jupiter also just, like, represents how expansive that we can really be as a collective. How expansive that our minds can be. How expansive our hearts can be. How expansive our passions can be. How expansive our lives can be if we go into that realm of abundance. If we go into that space of abundance. So Jupiter is all about that big energy, the big wealth, the big wisdom, you know, the things that come to us, those golden nuggets in our lives that really lay the foundation for a beautiful life. And so if you're ever feeling down, if you're ever feeling like, you know, my life, I'm just going to be pessimistic, I can never, you know, accomplish this type of wealth, I'll never be those type of people, scratch that shit. Look to where your Jupiter is in your chart, so that you can expand in that way. You know what I mean? Because we all are here to expand. Our souls came here to expand, and Jupiter is going to let you know where you came to expand. And then the sign that it's in is going to let you know how you came to expand. All right? So make sure you check that out. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate all of you for your comments, for your likes, for, like I said, for your shares and for your subscribes. And we'll be back with the next video. More than likely, I'm going to do Saturn next. So if you want to know more about your Jupiter placement or know more about any placement that you have in your chart, you can email me at liveinthebooth@gmail.com and just put natal chart in the description. So, and you can do it that way, or you can go to a nonprofit that I work with. The site is empressandemperor.org. I'll place that in the bio. It's not the bio. It's not the bio. It is the comment section, like the links and stuff. Those links are gonna be below. I'll place that there, empressandemperor.org, and you can just go to your natal chart consultation, and then we'll get you started on what's actually in your chart, all of the placements, the houses, the aspects, who your planets are talking to, which that's how I kind of like to see aspects. It's like what your planets are saying to each other and how they're communicating with each other, right? So yeah, thank you all, like I said, again, for watching and all of your support. I'll see you next time, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be talking about Saturn. All right. Peace.